Hey, good morning everyone. Thursday morning, 4th of June 2020. And this morning's short devotion is a reading from Philippians chapter 4, verses 8 and 9. And I'll read it. Paul writes, "Finally, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Whatever you have learned or received or heard from me or seen in me, put it into practice, and the God of peace will be with you." Peace Pilgrim, also known as Mildred Lisette Norman, once said, "If you realize how powerful your thoughts are, you will never think a negative thought again." Now, when I looked at this statement, I thought to myself, wow, this is a really, really powerful statement. If we realize the power of our thoughts, we would never think a negative thought again. Yet one also needs to be realistic and realize that no matter how hard we try, these negative thoughts have a nasty tendency of creeping in, and before we know it, they're there. So I don't think it's possible for me to just say I'm never going to think a negative thought. We will have negative thoughts. I also have negative thoughts. Not all the time, but sometimes. But there's a difference between negative thinking and thoughts. You see, a negative thought is just a thought until you dwell on it, and then it becomes thinking. It's continually dwelling on a thought that makes it thinking. We cannot always avoid the negative thought, but we can stop the negative thinking. That's a challenge, isn't it? Negative thinking is much like fertilizing the weeds in your garden. Remember, I spoke the other day about it. Outside, fertilizing the weeds in the garden instead of pulling them out. It's just such a crazy idea. And so, I would encourage you today to stop that negative thinking. And, maybe you have to have someone to help you. I can't be with you all the time, but we can live a better life if we think a little bit better. So that is your challenge for today, and maybe not only for today, but for the rest of the week, is if that we realize the power of our thoughts, then we would never think a negative thought again. My dear friends, may the Lord be with you, may He bless you, may He cause His face to shine upon you, and be with you always. Amen.